Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Nina and this is going to be your weekly pick a card reading to see what's happening for you in the next 7 to 10 days. As usual, we have 3 groups and we are still in the energy of the full moon in Aries. So we may see some messages pertaining to closure, completion of cycles, wrapping things up, releasing things, and let's see what the cards reveal. So we have option number 1 as sunstone, option number 2 as pyrite, and option number 3 as selenite. So pick the pile you're feeling most drawn to, and I'll see you in your timestamps. Hi pile 1, you were drawn to this sunstone. Let's take a look at your reading and see what's coming up for you in the next 7 to 10 days. So we're starting with Lenormand. We have the letter, the rider, okay, and the bear. Okay, so this is a very clear message and it's talking about a message. So we have a message or some sort of communication, maybe even some formal letter, some contract, some agreement, something like that. Something official is what I'm getting, coming through from someone who is in an authoritative or superior position. This could be a manager, this could be someone you possibly report to, it could even be someone who's older than you, like a guardian, a parent, okay, could be a mother figure, but doesn't have to be. And this seems to be an important communication. It could pertain to travel, or it could pertain to you needing to take some sort of action is what I'm getting. Okay, so let's see what this let's elaborate on this. But the highlight of the week for you is this important communication that is coming through. All right, we have here the 6 of Swords. Okay, then we have the King of Wands, and lastly the 10 of Swords. Okay, so in the intro I did mention completion, closure, wrapping up old cycles, and a 10 here with the 10 of Swords does imply that there is a chapter or a cycle that you are concluding or completing. Let me actually switch these cards so we can see it more like a timeline. Okay, now overall these cards are quite neutral. So this message, this communication, although it is important, it could imply even you getting an important email or text or message or whatever, which helps you then find closure in a situation and move on, or maybe even resolve certain things. Okay, with the King of Wands there along with the bear, this could be someone quite significant in your life, someone who is a bit authoritative, someone who's got this dominant perhaps sort of personality, or simply somebody who is quite strong-headed. Okay, that's what I'm picking up on. And because it is a king, this is someone who has reached that level, who is mature enough. Okay, and again we have 2 swords cards here, which indicates that there is a lot of emphasis on thoughts, on ideas, on communication. Okay, and that's what's being highlighted for you this week for sure. So expect some important communication to come through. It could be also from someone who is at a distance from you is what I'm getting. But with the 10 of Swords and the 6 of Swords there, I feel like you're able to conclude something in your life. Okay, the 10 of Swords is, the 10 is the culmination of the suit of the swords, and it starts with the Ace of Swords, which is an idea, a thought, an initiative of some sorts. And they can also indicate some sort of learning. Okay, you going through this whole learning curve, and now you've reached a point where there's no more to learn in this situation. That's what I'm getting. And the 6 of Swords is bringing 4th, this sense of relief is what I'm feeling, okay, that you can finally move on to calmer shores, to peace, to tranquility, to balance and harmony, okay. That's what 6s indicate to me. Let's see your other cards here. So we've got the Pook and number 60, which is another 6, okay. Then we have Yin Yang. So speaking of balance, we have Yin and Yang, and this is a number 22, which is a master number, a master builder number. We have Observer, number 49, and we have Traveling Lightly, simplify your life. Yeah. And what's your advice? We have Volcano, volatility, okay. I feel like for most of you, this could be a personal situation, and you're dealing with somebody who has been on your mind a lot, is what I'm feeling, okay. With the 10 of Swords there, it's like the stick a fork in me, I'm absolutely done. And like I said, it's a learning curve, so you have learned whatever you needed to in that situation. And with these two cards here, the Pook and volatility, I feel like the lesson has been about trust, okay. For some reason I'm getting trust. You may have had some issues or some difficulty dealing with this person because they were perhaps not reliable, they were perhaps in and out of your life, or there was a situation in which things blew up, you know, like this volcano. Maybe this person also has like a temper, okay. And although the Wands cards do indicate, you know, passion and creativity and all of that, on the flip side they can also indicate temper because it is fire energy. And what I'm sensing here is that this situation is coming to a closure, okay. For most of you, I feel like you're finally able to let go, to release any sort of pent-up emotions that you may have held onto with regards to this situation or this person. And you're ready now to see the good and the bad in this situation or this person, okay. You're ready to see somebody's flaws, for instance, and what they did, and you're ready to see it from a distance and from a higher perspective, and to see the paradox of people. You know, nobody's either good or bad, nobody's either black or white. You're ready to see the gray. And interestingly, you have the white and black with the yin and yang there, and you're able to see things from a balanced perspective with regards to this person, is what I'm getting, okay. And what that does is you're now able to let go, you're able to release, you're able to declutter, you're able to drop that burden and then travel lightly, okay, and to simplify your life as a result of that. So there's this huge sense of relief and release that is coming through with your reading, okay. Let's see in terms of relationships and your love life. We have boundless love. Today I'll open my eyes a little wider and walk a little taller, noticing that the world around me is filled with tiny miracles. With this in mind, it's easy to fall in love over and over again with everything from honeybees to neon signs. And while I'm feeling this inspired and this in love, everything else sort of falls into place. The biggest message for you, group number 1, is that you're able to see someone in a new light, in a less judgmental light, I would say, and you're able to release, to let go, to forgive, perhaps even forgo of this person, okay, or this situation. I'm not saying that you're gonna move on from this person if it is, let's say, a romantic interest or something, but you're able to move on from difficulty, from conflict, from whatever has caused you this anguish in your mind. Okay, the Ten of Swords is a lot of thinking. It's the 8 moving on to the 9 and then to the 10, and in the 10 you really have no choice but to just let go, okay, of everything, and you're like, okay, I'm fed up, I'm not going to think of this anymore, I'm going to release it, I'm going to surrender, and I'm going to, you know, give it away to the divine or the universe, okay, and that's going to help you move on to bring about the sense of tranquility, peace, and balance back into your life, is what I'm getting. And even if this, for many of you, it is concerning a person, but even if this is, you know, with regards to some other situation in your life, could be professional as well. What's happening is that you're then stepping into this energy of the King of Wands, okay, with a clear idea, with a clear agenda of what you want, and having the mojo, the motivation, the life force return to you, okay, so that you can actually take action and do the things that you want to do and accomplish the things that you want to accomplish, okay. Because I'm sensing that there has been a lot of pent up, perhaps frustration, too much thinking, all of that, okay. And with this release, you're then able to step into this energy, the boundless love, which is infinite love, which is universal love, okay, the love of the divine. All right, so let's get some more messages in terms of relationships and love life. Yeah, we've got love endures, love does not give up or lose faith, love is hopeful and withstands every situation. I think the advice for you also is to, you know, to see, like I said, the good and the bad in someone, and not, you know, be too harsh, and look for an outlet for any sort of pent up anger or frustration. And if you feel like you need to speak up and maybe even blow the top, you know, then go ahead, do that, but just keep that in mind that you may have a tendency to do that this week, okay. Instead, what you can do is distance yourself, at least momentarily, from that situation. We've got be authentic, be real, and true to who you are and how you feel, and look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Bottom of the deck, we have express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. So this be authentic card, I feel, is connected to this volatility, volcano, okay. Especially when it comes to standing up for yourself, do that by all means. Hold your vision, stand your ground, but and of course be authentic, speak your truth, but make sure that you know what you're doing momentarily. Don't get like completely lost in the moment and do something entirely impulsive that you may regret later, okay. That's when you want to focus on this, okay. And I do feel like there is a possibility for a resolution to occur as a result of this situation that is happening in your life, okay. With this person, for most of you, it is a person, okay. Alright, so those are your messages, group number 1. I hope this helps, and I'm wishing you all the best. Have a really good week ahead, and I'll see you again later. Bye-bye. Hi group 2, you were drawn to this pyrite. Let's take a look at your reading and see what's coming up for you in the next 7 to 10 days. We have the coffin, we have the mice, and the lily, okay. So it's nice to see that it's ending with the lilies or the flowers. For most of you, what I'm sensing is that you're coming to terms with a situation that has caused you grief, that has been brought about perhaps a sense of loss. Okay, if it is the loss of somebody, then my condolences, and I'm really sorry about that. But I'm sensing that there's a sense of, and it's kind of similar to the first pile. So this is very much in tandem with the energy of the full moon that we were talking about in the intro. With the coffin there and the mice, you're releasing something, you are letting go of something, and the lily brings about a sense of peace, a sense of tranquility, a sense of calm after that period. Okay, and even a sense of recovery is what I'm getting. If this has been even health issues that have been concerning you, I feel like somewhere along this week you will find that there's going to be an improvement in your health situation as well. Okay, and it is possible that for those of you who have not faced anything like that, there could be a health concern either with you or someone that you're dealing with in your family. For most of you, it is an elder, so just, that's just a cautionary note. I have to throw that out there. That's also what's coming through. Okay, let's see your messages from tarot. We have here the 5 of Cups. Okay, so there is some sense of grief that you are coming to terms with. 9 of Cups. What what a leap from the 5 to the 9. And the King of Swords. Okay, so this is a week for you to shift your state. I feel like towards the end of the week, you're gonna find that things really improve a lot for you. Okay, but you're gonna start with the 5 of Cups, the coffin, the mice, the sense of loss, feeling aggrieved in some way, feeling like a bit of a, it's a down sort of an energy in which you might not be able to see like the bright side of life. Okay, and we go through these ups and downs. So this week there's a lot of ebb and flow. Okay, you have 2 Cups cards here, which are pertaining to emotions, which are pertaining to the highs and lows of emotions as well. On the one hand, you have the 5 of Cups, on the other you have the 9 of Cups. Coming into the week, I feel like there's some residual energy of grief, of loss, of letting go, of putting an end to a situation, of releasing something. Maybe you're looking back at something and wondering why it didn't work out. There is some kind of disappointment that you're feeling. Okay, maybe you lost an opportunity, or you lost somebody, or you lost your health or whatever, but you're going to see a radical shift or a change in your attitude moving towards the rest of the week. And with the 9 of Cups there's a possibility for something really exciting coming out of the blue. It could take you by surprise. It could be some communication from somebody like the King of Swords, who is not the most emotionally sensitive person, but maybe you are waiting for some communication or some situation to move forward with somebody like that. Okay, and even if that's not the case, I feel like there's a huge difference in the way you perceive things, you perceive life, you perceive your future and what you can expect from it towards the end of the week, or towards the middle to the end of the week. And you'll find that you're able to completely release all of that damp sort of grief-like energy that you felt in the beginning of the week. Okay, and yeah, there is a possibility for a wish fulfillment to occur. But even if this is not something external, I feel like you are shifting your state. I'm hearing also through gratitude. I feel like your perspective is shifting to a great extent. Okay, this is the kind of work that you should be proud of, the inner work that you should be proud of doing. Okay, we have the Bright Mother, number 16. We have Blessed. Okay, this is beautiful. I really like this. Number 22, which is a master number. We have Beginning a New Cycle, First Light. How cool is that? Look at how things shift. Okay, so never give up, because you never know when things actually, when you see movement in the 3D. Okay, you've got Deceit, number 25. And in terms of, and your advice is Winter Solstice Reflection. Okay, so the Coffin is kind of similar to this Winter Solstice energy, during which there's not much action. You are, perhaps taking a break. You're not, you are, there's a period perhaps of stasis. But what's interesting is that you break out of that, okay, within the week, because I strongly feel like there is something coming about, a fruition of something, a fruition of a wish, a dream, something that you've been hoping for, something that really makes you want to leap, like this woman in the air. It could be something really valuable as well. Okay, and with that comes this card here, Deceit. Just be careful about your valuables. I mean, like tangible valuables. Okay, things like money and all of that, jewelry, stuff like that. This comes up with a bit of a warning in that case, but that is only for a small percentage of you. You've got First Light and Blessed and the Bright Mother. Things are looking up for you. Okay, and I feel like you'll have an opportunity this week or towards the end of the week to really look back and see how things have shifted for you so beautifully. And that's a lesson in itself, that, like they say, it's always darkest before the dawn. So you shouldn't really give up any sort of hope or give up on your faith in what you are creating, are manifesting. Okay, and with this Bright Mother here and the Blessed card, I definitely feel like this is the birth of something new. It is a new cycle that is starting for you, one that is going to be abundant, and I am seeing like a cornucopia kind of energy here. Okay, so that is what you need to sort of focus on, and I feel like you will be able to get into this mindset of the King of Swords with this sense of clarity, with this sense of vision that you may not start off the week with. Okay, that's what's coming through. And in terms of relationships, we have Thoughtfulness. It's time to put your money where your mouth is and have fun showing your love. Think of all the little things you can do to show a person you love them, and stop thinking of those things and actually do them. Is it time to hide a note in someone's pocket, make them a snack, order them a book? I feel like, like I said initially, if you are dealing with someone who is like the King of Swords, who's not the most open with their feelings and emotions and not very generous when it comes to, showering affection and all of that, this week I feel like you might be in for a surprise. They might actually surprise you by being thoughtful, by making small gestures so that you can feel their appreciation and love for you is what I'm getting. I just want to pull out a few cards for this Deceit. Okay, although this could simply imply that there is some self-imposed restriction or some limitation ways in which we deceive ourselves, thinking that we're not worthy of something and all of that. That again is the mindset shift I feel that you're going through this week. And when you reach this point of just absolutely just surrendering, that's when the breakthrough usually occurs. Okay. And winter solstice is about letting go, about releasing. You've got 3 of Cups. Okay, what is this about, the Deceit card? 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, that's the deceit energy again. 8 of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Some of you are dealing with a person who you have been thinking a lot about. I feel like this has to do with their motivations and their intentions. They are somebody you can't figure out. They leave you confused and in the dark perhaps. And this may be someone who, who withdraws their energy, so that I'm getting like a bit of like mental games and withdrawing energy to gain power over the situation, to feel important, and to, playing hard to get, those kind of things. It could be somebody at work or someone you're friends with, or somebody who actually is in and out of your life. Okay, this is possibly communication coming through from this person. And if this is a romantic situation, they are really seductive and tempting, but then the deceit part has to do with them not being completely honest about how they feel or what their intentions and motivations towards you are. Where do they want to take this? Do they want to build something solid with you, or do they just want to come and have fun and, leave you high and dry after a while? That sort of a thing is what's coming through. Okay, let's see what's the case with love and relationships. Any cards for group number 2 in terms of love and relationships? It's like they communicate, but they don't tell you things that, like a bit like the King of Swords, you could say. Like they keep their emotions and feelings to themselves, and you're left wondering, what does this mean? What does that mean? Those silly mind games as well, not replying to a text for hours, things like that. You've got the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. And your whole reading is about shifting of focus and perspective. Okay, that's so interesting. And we have I love you. These are powerful words. So perhaps there is some confession coming up. Okay, somebody could be confessing their feelings to you. Consider your foundation, which is what I just spoke about with the 3 of Pentacles there. Can you build a future with this person, or are they in it just for fun? Okay. And we have slow down, pause and allow things to unfold. Bottom of the deck, express love through gifts. So somebody's love language is that, gifting each other. Or I feel like whoever you're dealing with in case of love and relationships is someone who's not really vocal about how they feel. They might show it through other means, and your love language may be quite different from each other. And that could be one reason why, you feel like you can't trust this person. Okay. So be prepared for blessings to come in and for a new cycle to begin, and to see the dawn after perhaps a period of darkness, and allow this these emotions to release, to surface and release them. Okay, process them. And that's what I have for you, group number 2. I hope you have a lovely week ahead. Do take care of yourself, and I'll see you again later. Bye bye. Hi, group 3. You were drawn to the selenite. Let's take a look at the reading. You may be somebody who is quite influenced by the energy of the moon. Maybe you work with the moon cycles. Okay, even manifest perhaps with the moon cycles. but I'm also getting dreams, sleep. That is what's being highlighted. Let's see. We have the mountain, the sun, and the house. Okay. So these are, besides the sun, the other two cards are quite neutral. The mountain and the house are both stationary. They are talking about a particular place for most of you, and it could be a place abroad, it could be a place at a distance from you. And with the sun there, I feel like there's a green light, a green signal. Perhaps there's some obstacle, something that was delayed, and it may have something to do with your home situation or even your office, your work environment, and that obstacle is going to be removed in this week is what I'm getting, because the sun brings about this happy, positive energy of resolution, of success, prosperity, and good news, and things like that. So this is a new beginning, I feel, perhaps after a period also of maybe a lack of motivation, not feeling, like drudgery is what I'm getting, feeling stuck. That is what I'm getting. You're moving out of that this week. Okay, let's see other cards and we'll get more of an indication. We've got the Temperance card. I really like this. We've got the moon. Interesting. So I was speaking about the moon with the selenite there. You really are someone who is connected to the moon at a deep level. You're very intuitive. You may be an empath. You may be a sensitive person. And we have the Emperor. Nice. What's interesting is, we have the number 4 card here, which is the house. And in terms of court cards, this is the King of Hearts, or the King of Cups, you could say, in tarot. And you have another 4 there with the Emperor. So there's a lot of emphasis here on your foundation, whether it is your business or your home or your sense of security in general in life, or you feeling secure within, comfortable in your own skin. There's a huge emphasis on that this week. You coming into your own power, feeling revived is what I'm hearing after a period of perhaps a lack of motivation, lack of drive, things like that. And I do feel like there's a bit of that remnant energy still with the mountain and the moon there. The idea here is to be playful, okay, with Temperance, to be playful, to bide your time also, and to be patient, because things are going to start to look up for you. And in the intro I mentioned the full moon in Aries, and you have the Aries card here, the Emperor, and you have the moon card as well. So you may be somebody who is definitely feeling that shift, okay, in your energy as a result of the full moon in Aries we've just experienced. And Aries is a go-getter kind of energy. It's the first sign of the zodiac. It is about taking initiative. It is about putting your ideas into motion, okay, and taking action, taking initiative, being driven, motivated, passionate. It's a fire sign as well. So, and it is very much focused on you, your personality, your image, what you stand for. I feel like there's a change happening as far as that is concerned. And the Temperance card there is like the alchemy of water and fire. And the moon is water and the Emperor is fire sign. So it's a very, very interesting mix this week. I feel like you'll be able to find a balance between being a sensitive, emotional, empathic person and also showing up as this confident, powerful, maybe ambitious and driven person as well, okay? So very interesting mix there for you. We've got the Lady of the Harvest, number 18. Interesting. So you've got 18 here, and you've got 18 with the moon there. And what's also catching my attention is that you have all three major arcana cards here. So there is a big sort of phase, you could say, completing in your life in this week. You have been really patient, and now I feel like things are going to start to look up for you. With the Lady of the Harvest there, number 18, this is again about releasing, about letting go. Something has come to fruition, it has ripened, and it's time for you to accept that, okay? The ending of a phase, the ending of a cycle, and to look at the harvest for what it is. The harvest of what, the seeds that you've sown, basically. Let's see your other cards here. And with the number 18 there, which comes down to 9. Nines are again very close to completion and culmination. We've got Orphan, number 5. Distant thunder, clear the air. Man holding a coin, number 43. And your advice is nurturing Gaia. Wow. So there's a big emphasis this week on nurturing yourself, okay? Being there for yourself. I feel like in this previous cycle or phase or whatever you want to call it, your biggest lesson has been about who you can rely on, who is bankable, who is reliable, who is on your side and who isn't. And your learning throughout this cycle or phase has been that first and foremost, I must be there for myself, okay? That's the Emperor energy. The Emperor is not someone who's codependent or who's I'm not saying that you shouldn't rely on other people, but the thing is, if we don't show up for ourselves, if we don't have enough self-love, which includes self-respect, being able to stand up for yourself, being comfortable in your own skin, loving yourself for who you are, nurturing yourself, then we can't really expect that from others either, because they are simply going to reflect back to us what we assume about ourselves. And I feel like there is a situation that is occurring this week with a specific person. Could be a family member, could be anybody who's close to you, who feels like or may have felt like home to you, or who's part of your foundation in life. And this situation or this communication perhaps has to do with that lesson that we just spoke about. Maybe this person was not there for you. Maybe this person was just taking and taking and taking, and they weren't really there for you when you needed them. There wasn't a sense of balance perhaps, and they made you feel perhaps abandoned or orphaned, or like you need to sort this out on your own because I can't help you, that sort of a thing. In other words, somebody who wasn't really supportive, okay, when you needed them to be. And that is where I feel like this is occurring, okay. You have an opportunity to clear the air with this person, and you'll be able to speak about some of the difficult emotions and feelings that you've been feeling, I feel, with regards to this person or this situation, okay. For many of you, I feel like that is the case. And overall, I feel by the end of the week, you're gonna feel so solid on your own that you're gonna feel proud of yourself, okay? And I'm feeling proud of you as well, because it takes a lot to go from this to feeling like this, okay? And that's a journey that we all make via that inner work that we do. And let's see this card. We've got appreciation. I appreciate the unique ways other people show their love rather than compare their ways with my ways. Then I appreciate myself for maturely putting up with people who just can't seem to show love the normal, obvious, universal, accepted way. Good job, both of us. Okay. And they do seem to be having a tiff or an argument in this card. And this card here, distant thunder, clear the air, also has to do with that. So there is somebody who is maybe a bit stubborn in your life, who has left you feeling like this. And this week I feel like you are speaking up for yourself, but in a more, I would say, mature, balanced way, okay, in a tempered sort of way, all right? And any sort of coldness that you've experienced with this person, I feel like you have an opportunity this week to break ice, okay, with this person is what I'm getting. And financially, this looks like a stable and good week for you. Let's see what else we have in terms of love and relationships. Oops, okay. Act as if your partner is here. So this could actually be somebody who is at a distance from you. We have appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. So you have appreciation and appreciate this moment. And we have romance. Let's get one more. Group number 3. Like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. And practice compassion at the bottom of the deck. See things from a fresh perspective. I would say be compassionate towards yourself first of all, and really look after yourself, mind, body, soul. Look after your physical health, especially. And once you feel like you are, you've got your life force back, like I said initially, you're able to tackle things a lot better. And this is about, I feel, seeing what the other person is reflecting to you and then doing what you need to do within in order to bring about a different outcome, okay? In the sense that you change how you feel about yourself, and that's what's going to be reflected to you, okay? And I do feel like there's a possibility this week to clear the air and to resolve certain issues with somebody in your love life and in your relationships. So those are your messages, group number 3. I hope you have an amazing week. I'm wishing you all the best, and do take care of yourself. I'll see you again later. Bye bye.